cut off together as well. Okay, just the second chord especially. The second one is much drier than the first because you don't have all the ringing 8 strings. It's better.
Peter Oundjian understands the complexities of a string quartet. And so does Kazuhide Isomura.
Right there.
Sadao Harada knows what to listen for.
Can you make a little more tragedy inside, you know? You have to suffer.
Try once again and enjoy the silence.
And so does Kikuei Ikeda. Together, they are the Tokyo String Quartet, one of the world's leading string quartets.
One summer, when Juilliard String Quartet came to Japan to give a summer workshop of chamber music in Nikko, and most of us attended that workshop, and so then we started to think about playing a string quartet in the future, and that's the first step, I believe.
That first step was taken almost 20 years ago, and 4 young Japanese students set out for New York to study at the Juilliard School of Music. There they formed the Tokyo String Quartet and are now in their 17th season. Another step, taken in 1981, was a surprise. When the original first violinist left, the group chose a Canadian, Peter Oundjian, as his replacement. You came into this quartet with a group who were well-founded. They had worked together quite a lot. Were they very direct with you? Were you able to take their criticism? Were you too direct with them in your criticism? How did that work?
Initially, to be perfectly honest, for the first few months, I don't think I ever asked them to do anything because I was so worried that it was all my responsibility to just get it right. And everybody who was coming to a concert, as far as I was concerned, was just going to listen to me and say yes or no.
He does prepare very well, but once in the concert situation, he really take risk, you know, which is I really admire that. Yeah.
That's not very Japanese, is it, or am I wrong?
I think you're right, actually. In Japanese, people also prepare very well, I think. For us, you know, when we are for Japanese, we try to play exactly the same way we rehearsed it in the concert situation. Now, I think what we're doing is we prepare the same way, but once concerts started, I think we try to be much more freely, you know, take a little bit more risk and stuff like that.
The mixture of Eastern and Western sensibilities was a success. The quartet, which had always been known for its elegant playing, won critical praise for its new sensitivity and inner vitality. The quartet members, who all live in the New York area, are artists in residence at Yale University. Each summer, they spend a few weeks at the Yale Music School and Festival in Norfolk, Connecticut.
really want to hear.
There are so many different kind of students. And sometimes when I see these young people trying to achieve what they can, and I'm part of it, gives me a great satisfaction, you know.
It's kind of nice for us to have a place where we can do something a little different from performing, from playing concerts.
When they travel, they hand carry their special cargo, 17th century amatis, which are on loan from the Corcoran Gallery in Washington. And how does the first violinist and newest member of the quartet describe the quartet?
Well, I'll just tell you a little anecdote, because I was driving in Winston-Salem, North Carolina, and I turned I was bored, so I turned the radio on, and I heard this quartet playing, and I listened and I thought, this is a bit good. I said, I wish we would do things like that. I wish we had that kind of spirit when we played, and I kind of wanted to play this for my colleagues and say, I got to the end, there was applause, and it was us live from Salzburg.
The Tokyo String Quartet has recently signed an exclusive recording contract. Their newest project is the Schubert Quartet Cycle.
Subjectively, I always think we should be so much better, but that's the only way to survive, isn't it? I mean, you've always got to try to be getting better and better and improving to avoid stagnation. I have discovered the greatness of the repertoire, which is really incomparable. And I've learned a tremendous amount about music making, about relating to people. It's always we in this group. You cannot be a prima donna, really, when playing in a quartet.